So this new video exposes Nafiu Bala at David Mark ADC Leadership Unveiling. As of today, INEC has withdrawn the recognition from both factions, whether Nafiu Bala faction or David Mark faction. There is a whole lot of drama that is about to unfold. This is a fresh video that has emerged that is intensifying the leadership crisis that is rocking the African Democratic Congress ADC. You can see Nafiu Bala sitting close to Kenneth Okonkwo. This footage was released by David Mark-led faction showing Nafiu Bala Gombe attending the party's unveiling of his interim leadership on July 2, 2025. Now this is him announcing his resignation. I don't know how he came about his imposing himself as the chairman, saying that he was the active deputy chairman, and so he's the highest ranking member in the party, so he should be the chairman. This is madness. So he's claiming to be the acting national chairman. So it's something that APC can do. APC is paying this guy huge amount of money to make sure that Atiku Abubakar and P2B doesn't appear in the ballot. So it is INEC has now removed David Mark-led leadership. They don't recognize him now as the leader of ADC, African Democratic Congress. Neither do they recognize Nafiu Bala Gombe as the leader of African Democratic Congress. Who is now the leader of African Democratic Congress? This issue can continue on and on. In the end, ADC might not have a candidate in the ballot come next year election 2027. So it's unbelievable. So here is the top story. This is on July 2nd, 2025. The African Democratic Congress held a significant gathering in Abuja as part of broader opposition realignment efforts ahead of the 2027 general elections. Prominent politicians, as you have seen in the video, I'll still share more videos. You can see right now that Atiku Abubakar was there. Labour Party's former presidential candidate P2B was there. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir el-Rufai and former Transportation Minister under Buhari, Rotimi Amaechi, was also there. They were there for the coalition talks. At the event, the party's founder and pioneer, national chairman Raf Okenwosu, reportedly handed over to an interim national working committee. Senator David Mark emerged as interim national chairman, while, as you can see here, this is Nafiu Bala in the meeting. So I don't really know how he attended this meeting and then came back to tell us that he did not resign. If he did not resign, if it was imposed and you were forced out, why did you attend the meeting where a new leader will be crowned for the party? So Senator David Mark emerged as interim national chairman, while former governor of Osun State, Governor Rotimi Amaechi, was named interim national secretary. INEC officials were said to have monitored the aspects of the proceedings and everything was okay. But the new release video, as you have seen in this video now, showed Nafiu Gombe then reportedly serving as Deputy National Chairman Northeast in attendance. The David Mark faction said this along with they have released a lot of resignation letters. This guy is not denying the resignation letter, saying it's not his own, it's not his signature. Then whose signature is that? Whose signature is that? David Mark and all his faction of ADC maintain that this guy actually tendered his resignation to allow for smooth coalition and restructuring. They argue that his attendance at this unveiling and initial statements stopped him from later challenging the process. I am yet to get hold on the document that was released. I will still get the documents. On the other side, Nafiu Bala, who declared himself acting national chairman around July 30, 2025 last year, rejects the legitimacy of David Mark-led interim committee. He insists the process did not follow the ADC constitution. Bala Gombe has disowned the resignation letter, describing it as forged, and maintains he is the rightful successor as the most senior remaining officer after the prior executive's exit. He has taken the matter to the court, and that's what we are talking about today. The court ruling has come out. The dispute triggered multiple court cases on March 12, 2026. The Court of Appeal in Abuja, in appeal number CA/ABJ/145/2026, Senator David Mark versus Honorable Bala Gombe, dismissed aspects of Mark's interlocutory appeal as incompetent and issued orders directing parties to maintain the status quo. In response, the one that shocked everyone, INEC on April 1, 2026 announced it had removed the names of Senator David Mark, el-Rufai and other members of their National Working Committee from its official portal. The commission also declined to recognize Nafiu Bala as acting national chairman. But as of today, April 7, 2026, they have also not recognized Nafiu Bala Gombe as the chairman of ADC. The APC government is a merchant in destabilizing the opposition. PW was in Labour Party peaceful. The moment the 2023 election was over, they ensured that the party was destabilized. Apuga was destabilized. Now ADC. But I think I have to blame Atiku Abubakar and whoever that formed the coalition of ADC. You did not learn, at least, even Jesus said we should be wise as serpent. Sometimes there are some things you might want to learn from the enemy or even the devil. When APC were forming their party, there was CPC, there was ANPP, there was ACN, National Congress of Nigeria. They merged together to form a new party, not to collide with an already existing party. They formed a new party entirely. That's what I expected these politicians to do. But what did they do? They went and joined themselves a coalition to an already existing party, and that's why this case they may not win. They are likely not to win this case. You should have formed a new party, just like APC did. But they just, in fact, sorry to say, I don't think I like Atiku's involvement in anything that has to do with. Atiku has never been a good party man. But he just has his influence. He has his boys in all federal government parastatals. He has his boys as governors, as House of Rep members, as senators. So whenever he moves around, they follow him. If he is a good politician enough, like Tinubu, he should have met with these ADC people and said, let's form a new party. Just like ADC did. And now Kwankwaso has joined ADC. So what he should have done is to pick ADC, pick NMPP, and form a new party, give it a new name. But he didn't do that. He just collided into a new party. And this matter is going to be long because Nafiu Bala Gombe has a very strong case. The strong case is that he is the most senior member in this party. He was the acting deputy national chairman. And since the national chairman resigned, he should be the one that will assume the position. There's nothing you could do. The only thing they should do now, allow him to do what? To win the case, and then they will organize a convention where they will now appoint new leaders. You can't make yourself national leader. So all these court cases here and there is meaningless. Allow him to win the case. He is the acting deputy chairman before Raf Nwosu resign. No problem. Organize a convention. In that convention, he will be flawed. He will be defeated. I don't know why these politicians don't have sense. P2B should not find himself with these people. He should just leave them.
I also want to quickly recognize the former Speaker Pro Tempore of the House of Reps, Dr. Shehu Musa Yar'Adua. Honorable Seba, today I've recognized you already. I'm shortening it so that we have Senator Aliru Jika. We have my brother, politician, lawyer, Nollywood actor, my friend and a reliable Nigerian, Kenneth Okonkwo. We have the former Director of Finance of the PDP, my own brother, Nasir. Sorry, Basira, I'm sorry please. My brother, Basira. Now the chairman will also present the card to the number 2 member of the coalition, Arakuri Raouf Aregbesola. We have Honorable Nena Okonkwo, former member of the House of Representatives. We have my brother, Right Honorable Baba Shehu Musa. We have Honorable Mukhtar Ahmed, all from Niger State. You are welcome. Thank you. We have also one of the youngest officers who was a member of the Armed Forces Ruling Council. I cannot understand why as captain, as major, as colonel, he was being consulted. It is not for anything. It is for his intellectual mobility and political sagacity. It is the man, this is the man who was part of a coup that you will not see his hand. You will only see the results. When he was president of the Senate, he will not fight, he will not argue, but he will get everything he wants. He has been endowed from heaven, and he is fearless, and he is the only one that can confront these criminals in power, CIPs. By the grace of God, David, as your name, mixture of military and politics, mixture of loyalty and leadership, meek and amiable, but very, very biting. Can we jam our hands together as I invite to speak with us the interim national chairman of ADC, our daddy, Papa, David, Man. Let's sit down, please. My correction, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rauf Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá. Simple.
Establish it. It will take the entire day. But please, allow me to recognize the former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Permit me to recognize a man amongst us here whom you all know. His name, he doesn't want me to call him His Excellency and all that, but his name is simply Peter Obi. Allow me to recognize the former governor of Rivers State. I accuse him of one thing. I say he was the one who made a monster and handed over to us. His name is Rotimi Amaechi. Allow me to recognize little but mighty, the man who was feared so much because he has such a wonderful plan for the Federal Capital Territory. His name is el-Rufai. I will stop at that. Let me recognize the immediate past chairman of the ADC. I want to recognize all of you here, and I'll do that by simply saying, ADC, arise! A, D, and C,
arise and shine Nigeria!
Fellow compatriots, we are gathered here this afternoon in pursuit of our shared mission to rescue our country and save our hard-earned democracy. Oh, okay. They say I should rope myself properly. I address you formally today on the operational focus and structure of the new political coalition that brings together Nigeria's diverse opposition groups, political parties, youth organizations, civil society, and other patriots from all corners of our vast lands committed to saving the very soul of our destiny, of our republic. Let it be known to all that this coalition of national political opposition groups goes beyond gaining political power. It is a concerted effort to build the crumbling pillars of Nigeria's democracy. Today marks the beginning of what we believe will be a long, difficult, and tedious journey. We have no mistake in our mind at all that this is not going to be an easy task. However, it is a journey that we are prepared to undertake, united in our collective belief that no price or sacrifice is too high in the service of our fatherland. It is on record that within 2 years of the current administration coming to power, it has hijacked all democratic institutions and sent our country on a creeping descent into total civilian dictatorship. The blatant destabilization and infiltration of all major opposition political parties is aimed at achieving only one objective: to enhance total state capture and leave Nigerians with no alternative options in 2027. This coalition is to prevent our country's descent into a one-party state. We have never seen a government so much at home with corruption. A government that disdains accountability in all ramifications. A government